Hey there, and welcome. We're about to jump into something super fascinating about the human brain. It's called social proof, and it's basically the reason we have this powerful, almost invisible urge to just follow the crowd. So let's get right into it.
Okay, so picture this. You're in a new city, you're getting hungry, and you walk up to two restaurants right next to each other. One of them is totally empty, not a soul in sight. But the one next door, there's a line of people waiting to get in. Now, be honest, which one do you pick?
If you're like pretty much everyone else, you're going to choose the busy one, right? And that choice feels automatic. It's not just a random guess. It's your brain kicking in with a powerful mental shortcut to figure things out when you just don't know what to do.
Think of this as your brain's default setting. When you're facing the unknown, the go-to move is to see what other people are doing. And you know what? This isn't a flaw in our thinking. It's actually a super efficient survival tool that's been baked into our DNA for thousands of years.
The official name for this is social proof. And a simple way to think about it is that your brain is basically outsourcing the decision. It's saying, hey, I don't have enough information here, so I'm just going to look at what the crowd is doing and assume that is the right move.
And here's the wild part. It happens in a flash, totally unconsciously, in 3 quick steps. First, you hit a moment of uncertainty, like which restaurant to pick. Second, you scan the scene and observe what everyone else is doing. And third, you just copy them. Boom! It's a mental reflex.
So what's actually happening under the hood here? I mean, what's the engine driving this incredibly powerful instinct? Well, it turns out there are two hidden psychological forces at play. And these two forces are called herd behavior and conformity bias. Now, they might sound like the same thing, but they're actually pushing us to follow the group for two slightly different but very important reasons.
So herd behavior, that's all about survival. It's that ancient primal voice in your head that says, hey, there's safety in numbers. If everyone is running that way, it must be the safe way to go. But conformity bias, that's about something else, fitting in. It's that deep social need to be accepted, to be part of the tribe, and to avoid being the weird one who stands out. So one's about safety, the other's about belonging.
This brings us to a really big question. Is this whole social proof thing a useful mental shortcut, or is it a dangerous trap? Well, as with most things in psychology, the answer is it's kind of both. On the one hand, yeah, it's an amazing shortcut. It saves us a ton of time and mental energy. We get to lean on the wisdom of the crowd. But, and this is a big but, there's a serious downside. It can lead to something called groupthink, where we stop thinking for ourselves and just blindly follow along. Think about dangerous viral challenges on social media, or even huge financial bubbles, where people invest just because everyone else is. We literally stop thinking and just start copying, even if the crowd is heading straight for a cliff. I think this quote by Walter Lippmann just says it all, doesn't it? When all think alike, then no one is thinking. It's such a powerful reminder that sometimes following the crowd just means everyone is being blind together.
So what's the big takeaway here? It's not that social proof is inherently bad. It's that we have to be aware of it. Just knowing that this is your brain's default setting is the single most important step you can take toward making more conscious, independent choices.
And that really leaves us with one final question for you to chew on. Now that you know about the power of social proof, the pull of the herd, and that deep pressure to conform, when are you going to decide that it's smart to trust the crowd? And maybe more importantly, when are you going to be the person who chooses to ignore that line outside the restaurant and trust yourself?